We're back on TCW Wrestling. Brian, Genetic Perfection defending the Tag Team Championship.
That's right. Tag Team Championship on the line this week on TCW. Dustin Heritage, he's went out and found a really good partner, but can they beat Genetic Perfection?
Ken Resnick is standing by with Dustin Heritage and the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton.
Thanks, fellas. Dustin Heritage. It's all been talked about. Wildfire Tommy Rich, your father, a man who was never really in your life.
Never in my life. All my life, in fact. I was told, Wildfire Tommy Rich, he's your father, but you know, he was never there for me. And it was drilled into my head, deadbeat dad. And after the past few months, all these actions speak louder than words, and yeah, I agree. He was a deadbeat.
We have talked about many times in TCW, you have come this close, but just not able to get over the hump. Many times we've thought of some bad decisions on your part, but what a decision this week on TCW. Your shot at the Tag Team Championship.
That's right.
And you come up with Ricky Morton.
I don't think it was just a good decision. I think it was a great decision. Ricky, it's a pleasure to have you as my tag team partner this week. We're going to get those tag belts from Genetic Perfection.
Ricky Morton, acknowledged one of the greatest tag team wrestlers in the history of professional wrestling. Your thoughts on Dustin Heritage and how you came to take him as a partner?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for the compliment you just gave me. But you got to understand, Dustin, one thing, that I can't guarantee you nothing. When we step in that ring, buddy, you understand when we go for these TCW World Tag Team titles, you never know what's going to happen. But what I like about you, son, is your heart. What you want to give to this business, you see, and the only thing is what you get from this business is what you give to it. You got to put the past behind you. You got to move on. So, well, understand me. Well, sit in that ring, be yourself, be a man. We can do this. It's going to be hard. Nothing's given to you. Everything you got to get, you got to work for. So understand me, son, when we step in that ring, you let those fans know that when we step in there, you give them everything you got, and things will be fine.
Dustin Heritage, this has to give you confidence like you have never had before.
Confidence boost, yes. The break comes tonight. Dustin Heritage catches a break tonight. Genetic Perfection, bring it. Ricky Morton, Dustin Heritage, we're going to bring it, and we're going to bring home those sweet TCW Tag Team Championships.
To our ring announcer, Tom Simon.
You're not even going to say anything about my diet.
A seafood diet.
Oh.
From weight of 405 pounds, the team of Dustin Heritage and Ricky Morton.
Well, we heard seconds ago with Ken Resnick, Dustin Heritage talk to, you know, he's a whiner. Oh, I'm tired of hearing about my dad beat dad and everything like that. Now he's reached out to Ricky Morton, and I say I will give the kid a lot of credit. That might be the smartest thing he's done all year long, is went out and recruited a multiple-time tag team champion of the world in his quest to be one half of the TCW Tag Team Champion.
Dustin Heritage, some might say, psychologically analyzing this young kid, in desperate need of a father figure, in search of a father figure. The question is this another poor decision in his personal life, although clearly it's a great decision in his professional life. Dustin Heritage, again, having to deal with his daddy issues, tends to latch on to these older guys, and again, a smart move when it comes to wrestling.
Please.
But is Ricky Morton the guy that you need to look on as a father figure?
I think Ricky Morton brings the right kind of combination that Dustin Heritage is looking for. I will give credit where credit is due. Ricky Morton, very popular still to this day, longtime member of the Rock and Roll Express, multiple times, 8 or 9 time World Tag Team Champions in their career. But I'm tired of Heritage crying about his daddy simply because he had such a great father figure. It's not his old father's fault that he had to work to make a living so this young punk could drive around in those nice cars, that this young punk could go to the private schools. He doesn't tell that story.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about Campfire Tommy Rich is a great father figure? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean Wildfire.
You better watch your mouth.
Wildfire Tommy Rich.
No. Let's get off the daddy story simply because it doesn't matter. What matters right now is that they have a bone to pick with genetic perfection. We're going to see if Ricky Morton can replicate that success he has had so many times with Robert Gibson when they were the tag team champions of the world. Now, the most prestigious tag team title in this sport is the TCW Tag Team Championship, and that's what Morton is looking at. He thinks he's found the right young man to help him put that particular gold around his waist and on his resume.
As we kick off this week of champions here in TCW Wrestling. And Ricky Morton has told me that he is energized. He is wrestling around the country. He says it's great to be here in the family-friendly, fastest growing wrestling promotion in the world today, TCW Wrestling.
He certainly has the crowd support, no question about it. I don't know exactly what that does for you, but be that as it may, he has it. Genetic perfection, a little upset. They like a little bit quieter situation so they can concentrate on the business at hand, defending the TCW Tag Team Gold.
I don't think all that Alan Steele even realized he still had the gold around his waist. These guys live for this championship. They live for that title, and they will not willingly let it go. This is their identity, Brian. They
have been champions for so long. The reason he wasn't aware that gold was still around his waist is because he has it on so much. It's like a regular part of his clothing.
This is a fascinating statistic that I learned. Ricky Morton was a tag team champion before either Alan Steele or Michael Berry were even born.
Some will say that Ricky Morton has forgotten more about tag team wrestling than anybody else could ever hope to learn. You know, we have had so many greats come across the TCW roster at different points, including beautiful Bobby Eaton, who's still here on a regular basis, arguably another man who's considered one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time. Everybody, they know, these veterans know, the place to reconnect with the audience is in TCW.
Ricky Morton, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, tag team champions of them all. And we've got him right here in TCW Wrestling. Still to come, it's Boink the Clown and the Bradford Exchange and Killer Nichols and Boyd Bradford all up against the TCW International Champion, Tim Storm. You never know which member of the Bradford Exchange will be taking on the champion.
At this point, it's scheduled to be Boink the Clown, and I think that's exactly what it's going to be. Boink has picked up several victories in recent weeks, wants to be the champion, and it's his turn to take a shot at Tim Storm. Do want to mention we're going to keep the camera machines rolling. In the event that either of these championship matches last longer and cause us to go off the air, we will keep the camera machines rolling. We're going to have that footage for you, but hopefully we'll be able to get both championship matches in this week. So what do you have to do? You have to stay tuned to see how it's all going to play out this week on TCW Wrestling.
And for the latest news, always go to tcwwrestling.com.
Dark, beautiful, beautiful crowd this week on TCW. So many fans bought tickets to see us this week. The only ugly part about them is their faces.
You know, one of these days we're going to have a fan convention, and I'm going to say the worst of, not the best of, the worst of Brian Thompson. And you're going to have to answer to these fans, to their mothers, their fathers, their grandmothers, their grandfathers, their children, their nieces, their nephews. I wouldn't want to be in that position. Dustin Heritage right back. He is not nearly as big as Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry, but isn't backing down at all. Standing side headlock there by Dustin Heritage.
That ponytail on Dustin Heritage not working to his advantage right now, as Mr. Saturday Night used it for a leverage point, and now he is going to work on the midsection Irish whip coming up from Mr. Saturday Night.
And as we have said a number of times, Dustin Heritage may have made the right decision in his professional life by bringing in Ricky Morton, but maybe the wrong decision in his personal life. And Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry thought he had essentially bealed Dustin Heritage over the top rope, and that did not happen.
Here goes Dustin Heritage to the top rope. Let's see what happens with him. Double axe handle. Back on the inside of the ring, on to Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry. Come on, all that Alan Steele, Mr. Saturday Night. They got to get their game plan together if they're going to beat this young team, or this combination of young and experience.
Great teamwork there. And Ricky Morton lifts the knee, and wait a minute. Wrong
Ricky.
corner. Wrong corner. Oh! 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 Mr. Saturday Night has clocked all that Allen Steele.
Ricky Morton now has the left arm. He is going to go to work on it on Mr. Saturday Night. Rock and roll chants out loud here this week on TCW.
And on the Week of Champions here in TCW Wrestling, a kip up there by Ricky Morton, a kip up. A reversal there of the Irish whip. Ricky Morton goes in and he's very quickly out. A deep arm drag there by one of the most dominant tag team wrestlers in the history of this great sport.
I will say that Ricky Morton has kept himself in great shape over the years. He will probably say, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was, and will that one time be this week on TCW? I'm pulling for my boys. Genetic perfection, that's my kind of people, you know what I'm saying?
Well, thanks for making your allegiances and loyalties and preferences clear.
Well, they're class.
That's very kind.
Look, I'm just saying that I don't think Heritage is ready to be a champion yet. I respect Ricky Morton, but his, you know, maybe it's just time for, it's genetic perfection's time. We'll leave it at that.
Of all the champions, oh, and Mr. Saturday Night, Michael Berry was caught napping.
Now no, he wasn't. It was 2-on-1. That was a little bit illegal. I'm a little disappointed there in Ricky. I didn't think he'd stoop to such levels.
And I know you hate the 2-on-1 aspect of this sport, at least in these circumstances. However, when it's somebody that you're in favor of, Brian, I've noticed that you seem to be blind momentarily.
Well, my kind of people, as you see, Dustin Heritage's head introduced to the top turnbuckle there, courtesy of all that Allen Steele. My kind of people don't do 2-on-1 situations. My kind of people play by the rules.
The referee says to Ricky Morton, get back, and all at the same time, Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry is really taking it to Dustin Heritage.
And he's my kind of people.
And he is your kind of people. All right, fans, we're told we've got to take a very quick break. We'll keep the cameras rolling. We're back in a moment on TCW Wrestling. Fans, we welcome you back to TCW Wrestling. All this time, Dustin Heritage has been double-teamed by Genetic Perfection, the tag team champions here in TCW. He's in real trouble, Brian.
Beautiful double team. They've cut that ring in half. They're keeping Heritage at least in center ring or into their quarter or third of the ring. So to make sure, look at that. Ha ha, the push-up from Mr. Saturday Night. They're keeping the ring cut off so he cannot even get close to making a tag to Ricky Morton, which he desperately needs to do right now.
Genetic Perfection is so innovative to the point that he's combining a chokehold with a push-up. Whoever thought that would happen?
I just saw a push-up. What are you talking about, a chokehold? That never happened.
I saw the chokehold and I saw the push-up. I am here to bring all of the news to the fans here in TCW.
Are you
Wrestling.
insinuating that I don't bring all the news and only bring a portion?
Fair
really?
and balanced, brother. Fair and balanced.
Yeah, I'm sure Dustin Heritage doesn't feel real fair and balanced right now. His body is being pulled in different directions courtesy of Genetic Perfection and Rich Rude. I must say about this man, he has Genetic Perfection with its game on. They have held on to those TCW tag team titles for quite some time now, and I don't think they're looking like losing them anytime soon.
Not with this kind of teamwork. Oh, a knee lift right into the head there of Dustin Heritage. Man. On this Week of Champions, we continue with the action here in TCW Wrestling. Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry with young Dustin Heritage on his shoulders.
Power slam, man, a beauty, well executed. And hey, Morton, get out of the ring, Ricky.
And Ricky Morton showing why he is one of the most decorated and experienced tag team champions ever in professional wrestling.
It was illegal. And did you see that legal tag there from Allen Steele?
I heard the sound. I didn't see the tag.
He
Allen Steele. All that Allen Steele. Will he sit out of it? Will he go down? He's down. 1, 2, and a kick out there. The titles are on the line. Oh,
both men had similar ideas.
Indeed, both men did. Allen Steele looks like he may have injured that right shin.
Both men had similar ideas kicking at each other. Now Allen Steele going to pick up Darling He's not too darling right now. Dustin Heritage is that headbutt to the top of the head. And now Allen's still going to work. Double team coming up.
Ricky Morton knows. He knows that Dustin Heritage is in deep trouble. And Rich Rude distracting the referee as only Rich Rude can do. Brian, next week on TCW Wrestling, we have never seen a match like this. A 7-footer accompanied by the TCW champion.
And they face the Bradford family. I want to hear what these guys have to say about going up against the Bradford family. It's getting real serious real fast.
We take you now back to Ken Resnick along with Titan and Tim Storm. Ken.
Thanks, fellas. I cannot underestimate the anticipation building here in TCW. Next week, it will be the Bradford family facing none other than the 7-foot giant Titan and international champion Tim Storm. Tim, you have got to be over the moon having this man watching your back.
Here's the thing. 7 foot, 375 pounds. 7 foot, 375 pounds, and that's not it. This man is my friend. Friend is defined as somebody who's there when you need them. Somebody who's got your back in every situation. We all saw what happened. You know that when you get in the ring against the Bradford family, you're getting in against the entire family. You can't take anything away from any one of those guys.
They like 3-on-1 better than anything.
Hey, listen, you know that it doesn't matter which one you think you're fighting, you got to watch your back for the others. Hey, Killer Nichols, there's a reason he's called Killer. Boink the Clown, a wrestling legend. And they're masterminded by Bradford. Oh my gosh. Every time you step in the ring, you got to wonder who's behind you. You got to wonder who's sneaking into the corner. 7 foot, 375 pound friend that I can count on. That's right.
Titan, let me ask, in your years of professional wrestling, have you ever seen two men scoot out of the ring quicker than Boink the Clown and Killer Nichols did?
No, never, not in my entire career. Those men realized exactly what was about to happen. They knew that if they stayed in that ring that something terrible was going to happen. They were going to wake up in a hospital bed with a tube down their throat hooked up to IVs. That's why they left. Because, you know, I am no ordinary man. Do you know what I am?
To say the least, a 7-foot giant.
I am a monster. Do you understand? 7 feet tall, 375 pounds.
But a monster that I can count on. Bradford family, you may have bitten off more than you can chew this time. International heavyweight champ. 7 foot, 375 pound monster.
TCW, if you'll pardon the expression from years back, next week, these two against the Bradford family. Don't you dare miss it.
Hey, nothing but respect.
Genetic perfection has taken to calling Ricky Morton Joe Dirt. The most disrespectful thing you can say about a wrestling legend.
That's pretty, oh, they're just messing around, man. Come on.
He's a wrestling legend.
Have a sense of humor.
Look, I realize the hairstyle is probably not, you know, 2012, but still, calling him Joe Dirt, it ain't right. I don't know what else to say. It is not right.
You're wound a little too tight, Cruz. You should lighten up some. Like,
oh, Dustin Heritage out of nowhere with a drop kick, a double drop kick by a single wrestler. Has that ever been done?
I don't know, but Dustin Heritage just did it, and now he is going to try it. Well, there's no way he's getting the corner. There's no way he's getting by both. Wait a minute. He did it. Here comes Morton.
In comes Morton. And down goes Genetic Perfection. And Morton is leveled. Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry. Big drop kick. This could do it. This could do it. 1, 2, and all that Allen Steele breaks up the pin.
Smart thinking by Steele. He saw right there a pinning situation that Morton might have had the victory. The titles were slipping away. He broke it up, and now this thing's breaking down.
It sure has broken down. I believe Ricky Morton and Mr. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my.
Referee.
Oh, my. The referee was clocked.
Oh, referee. Now, all that Allen Steele, he has him. He had Dustin Heritage. Oh, wow. Dustin Heritage, he connected. Now he's going to go for the victory. If he can turn over and try to get on.
Dustin Heritage has got to get over. We've got a new ref.
No.
1, 2, and no!
Oh my goodness.
The tag team championships of the world were about to be changed.
Heritage with that code breaker moments ago almost had the victory. Referee Mark Wilson now has come in, the other referee's down.
And Heritage up and
watch out, gosh.
Barely hangs on.
How he hung on, I'll never know. He hit right there, Alan Steele. Now Alan Steele has referee Mark Wilson.
Oh, Dustin Heritage.
He fell. He fell off the top rope, so sad.
He was shoved.
No, he fell.
By Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry. And
Hey,
Ricky Morton hangs on. Morton hangs
come on,
on.
Ricky. Morton pulling Steele out of here. Yeah, Rich Rude, come on.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Big
no.
trouble.
Oh, no.
Big trouble. No.
Yes.
He's got the hell
You got to do what you got to do.
Oh,
no. Oh, Alan. Alan, wake
he
up,
hit his
Alan.
own man. Oh. This thing is broken down.
Mr. Saturday Night was, I think, looking for Saturday Night Special. If he can hit code breaker again. Oh, no.
Another code breaker. We're seeing a title change. A title change. 1, 2, and 3.
No! No! You gotta be kidding me!
The new tag team champions.
What happened? I guess we gotta get the word. No!
TCW Tag Team Champion, the team of Dustin Heritage and Ricky Morton.
I can't believe it. History has been made. Rich Rude can't believe it. The Halliburton, it hit Alan Steele. Dustin Heritage.
Ricky Morton and Dustin Heritage
Can't
are the tag team champions of the world.
believe it.
Genetic perfection have been defeated. What happened was you have lost the tag team championship.
They were cheated. I saw it. They were cheated. That other referees. The referee has to wait.
Hey, what just?
Hey,
The
wait a
referee
minute. I can't. Referee's discretion is final decision.
the referee is talking to our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee's decision. The winners by disqualification.
Yeah! Yes! Yes!
You have got to be kidding me. Dustin Heritage inadvertently hit the referee.
Yes!
And the referee.
Inadvertently, you know what? Now that I think of it, looking back, I think it was pretty blunt obvious that he hit the referee on purpose. And they're still the champions, as they should be.
What an injustice. What a horrific injustice.
Yeah. I agree. Real champions right here.
All
My
right.
kind of people.
You're the ref.
That's what I'm talking
You've made
about.
your decision. Not a popular one, but he's made his decision.
Mark Wilson doesn't like it. He stuck his nose where it didn't belong. He made a bad decision. That's a superhuman effort.
Lucky. You're lucky.